The commitment bias refers to the tendency for individuals to continue investing time, money, or resources into a project or course of action, even when it becomes clear that the costs outweigh the benefits. This bias arises from a desire to justify past investments and avoid admitting that those investments were wasted, leading individuals to persist in their commitment to a failing endeavor. When individuals make an initial investment, whether it be time, money, or effort, they develop a psychological attachment to the project. This investment creates a sense of ownership and commitment, making it difficult for individuals to abandon the endeavor, even with mounting evidence that it is no longer viable. The commitment bias is closely related to the concept of loss aversion, which refers to the tendency for people to prefer avoiding losses over acquiring equivalent gains. Individuals are often reluctant to walk away from an investment because it would mean accepting that their previous efforts and resources were wasted. To avoid feelings of regret, individuals may engage in self-justification by convincing themselves that their continued commitment will eventually pay off. This rationalization process allows individuals to maintain a positive self-image and uphold the belief that their initial decision was the right one, despite evidence to the contrary. External factors such as social expectations, peer pressure, or organizational norms can also contribute to the commitment bias. Individuals may feel pressure to maintain their commitment to a project or goal to avoid appearing indecisive or incompetent in the eyes of others, even when it is not in their best interest to do so. In some cases, the commitment bias can lead to an escalation of commitment, where individuals double down on their investment in a failing project in an attempt to recoup their losses or prove their competence. This escalation often exacerbates the problem, as individuals become increasingly reluctant to cut their losses and walk away. Overcoming the commitment bias requires awareness of its underlying mechanisms and deliberate efforts to counteract its influence. Strategies for mitigating the commitment bias include: encourage individuals to objectively evaluate the costs and benefits of continuing versus abandoning a project or course of action. Focus on future outcomes rather than past investments to avoid being influenced by sunk costs. Establish clear criteria for when it is appropriate to cut losses and abandon a failing project. Having predefined exit strategies can help individuals make rational decisions based on objective criteria rather than emotional attachment. Hold individuals accountable for their decisions and actions, encouraging them to take ownership of their choices and learn from both successes and failures. By promoting a culture of accountability, organizations can reduce the likelihood of the commitment bias influencing decision-making.